John, we're in the top six after that draw with Llandudno, but I know it's not the way you'd like to have been in the top six.
No, it's not. I mean, I'll say from the outset that we said minimum was a point here today, but Llandudno would probably feel the same if it was their home game. We felt it was a really good opportunity for us today. We had it was a blessing, to be fair. Boxing Day, no matter how much I deny it, it was. Going down to 10 men and with the game being abandoned due to the power cut, it was. But it gave us a little bit of a taste as to what Llandudno's threats are. I've said in my notes previously. They've got good individuals. They've got leaders out there. They've got good technical players as well that can hurt you. And like I said, it's just a case of not really knowing why they are in the position the way they are. But we treat them with the utmost respect, and we knew we were going to be in for a game today. After Boxing Day, we started slow. It was sluggish. We addressed that in our pre-match meeting, and exactly the same happened. We found ourselves a goal down after a minute or two. Good finish from George Harry, but it's just come from a lackadaisical sort of like pass and a decision from Joe. And then Alan Webb causes a lot of problems down their right hand side. He's got pace to burn. They've got good quality in there that can pick out a pass, and he's run the out to win twice, and we've got done twice. So it's all stuff that we touch upon, because I've said in earlier interviews, Paul, is that if you don't do your homework on teams, you're going to get found out in this league. The frustrating thing is I've done it. I've told the lads basically, certain threats of theirs. We've agreed as a group, and yet you're still conceding goals like it. And I'm not sure what it does now for our goals against. I think going into today we might have been the third best defensive record, and I do take pride on that, because I know I've got players going the other way that can hurt teams. Danny Brookwell, Sean Bradley, who I thought had a really good game today, Jamie Breeze, Gazevo, Darren Thomas. So going the other way, I can't teach them how to open up defences, because it more or less comes naturally to them. But happy with the point, happy with the character that we've shown, because we kept going in a below par performance, and like I said, we managed to salvage a point from somewhere.
Okay, those are the negatives out of the way. There's a few positives. I thought the boys did well to get back 3 times. We went behind 3 times, but we came back 3 times. That shows there's plenty of heart in the side.
Oh, definitely. It's always a given. I think it's always a given with my group of players, like the heart and the togetherness and the spirit. And like I said, despite it being maybe a slightly under par performance, they'll always possess that. And like I said, Paul, we kept going. Like I said, Sean Bradley's performance over the 90 minutes was very good. He was a constant thorn. In their side, I felt. Despite maybe not reaching the levels he set, Noah kept on going. It was a good battle with him and his brother in there today. The introduction of Darren Thomas, injected a little bit of life into us. So there are positives, but we'll probably dissect it as a group, and we'll be slightly disappointed. However, we've got another opportunity now. Games are coming thick and fast, and we'll go again New Year's Day over at Llandudno.
And it's squeaky bum time at the moment, isn't it? We're down to 3 matches now. Okay, we're in pole position, just slightly for the top 6. But it's important really that we get positive results in the next match, really, isn't it?
Massively, yeah, massively. Not just a positive result, Paul, but a performance as well. It became a little bit maybe subdued, like in the crowd, and when you've got the vast amount of numbers, that are turning out. The crowd here was fantastic again today. It sort of goes onto the pitch in a way. It sort of reflects, a little bit on there. But we weren't keeping the ball. We went long too many times. I thought first half, I thought we were very good. Like you said there, losing a goal and then going 2-1 down, and then getting back in it. We played some really, really good stuff, and we started going long a little bit, which was a bit disappointing. And like I said, it just filters onto the pitch a little bit. But it was end to end. It was end to end. They've had opportunities to win the game as well. But it's probably overall a good advert for the Welsh Premier League, the JD Welsh Premier League, and it's all about performing well and hopefully getting another positive result. But more importantly, just remaining grounded, because nothing's been achieved yet.
And with the next fixture against the same side, just a few days away. This will be in a way the 3rd time we met them in a week. You know, will you be looking at, I know you're not going to tell me now anyway, but will you be looking at different formations, because we know how Llandudno play.
Yeah.
And you know, I thought they did a good job on us today, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
Just wondering, you know, is there a possibility, will that be something you'll be looking at?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I'll be in touch. I'll be in touch with my management team about a whole lot of things, Paul. To be fair, you know, we introduced Kai for Breezy. Breezy was feeling a little bit tight, and Gazevo's probably had a little bit of an off day, you know, despite his efforts being there. So that's the first sort of conundrum I've got. Gazevo is a winner, as is Jamie Breeze, and they're going to want to put maybe their performances right, even though the performances were okay, they've set standards recently. Darren Thomas will be asking the question now, you know, maybe if he's not starting, so that's another headache. You know, I look at maybe a Gaz Edwards. He had the 300-mile round trip to get back here. You know, he was due in Yorkshire like with his family, so you know, a 300-mile round trip isn't ideal before a game. So you know, he was maybe a little bit leggy. So I've got to look at that. You know, Ryan Williams obviously comes back into contention now after suspension. You know, Breezy, I'm sure, will look after himself and be you know, be fit enough. You know, now like for New Year's Day. So you know, there are a few options, but you know, I'm sure you and I'm sure his team, they'll probably look at the same as well. You know, it's their home game. They want to look after their home form. They're in a dogfight, but they certainly don't look like a team that are in a dogfight. They play some good stuff, but I've said that before. I just can't quite put my finger on where Llandudno are struggling. False position, maybe. You know, they maybe give away some sloppy goals, and you and you know, certain leaders that they have, the likes of Kai Edwards and Danny Hughes and Mike Pearson, they'll all probably admit that as well. But if they show that the same amount of fight that they did today and play as well as what they did, they'll pick up results, no doubt about it. But it's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about how we react. The crowd here, like I said, were fantastic. We pulled ourselves over the line. We pulled ourselves out of the proverbial, as you'd say, and we managed to salvage a point. And like I said, we've always said it. We're looking up. We're not looking down. And if we've snuck into there, we're in pole position. But there's so much work that lies ahead to keep us there. So bring it on New Year's Day.
Gan olaf, mae'r cerch yn y ddeg?
Yn yr hanner cyntaf, dwi'n meddwl bod maybe 8 neu 9, y golau yn 2 neu 3, and that's being generous, but yn yr ail hanner, yeah, dipyn bach y siomedig, dwi'n meddwl, but it's one of them. We've underperformed. We've underperformed slightly, and it's up to us to put it right as a group, which I know we will. We'll go there. We'll take a massive army with us, you know, with fans. You know, we do enjoy playing away from home. To be fair, I don't know what that is. It might be a bit, you know, something on the mental sort of side of things, but we'll give it a good account of ourselves, and it promises to be another decent game. To be fair, you know, certainly for the neutral, but hopefully we can maybe go one better and pick up the 3 points. We'll see. Champion, diolch yn fawr. A blwyddyn newydd dda chdi, Sean? A i ti hefyd, Paul. A blwyddyn newydd dda. I cofio mi a pawb yn Cynarfon Town. Diolch. Gres, diolch yn fawr.